D2 podcast. I'm your host, Jeremiah.
And I'm also Jeremiah.
We have the honor and privilege to have with us today from South Jersey, former SBU grad and current indoor football league player. He's a father, entrepreneur, and hard-hitting safety, Cejai Parrish.
Yes, sir.
Yep. We appreciate you coming with us today, CJ. How you been, bro? How you doing? How's life treating you?
Life's been good, man. I appreciate y'all boys doing this, man. It's big.
Yes, sir. Well, again, like he said, thank you for meeting with us, man. Before we get into everything, like tell us more about you. Like we know CJ as a football player. We know CJ as the marketer, all the NIL deals and stuff like that. But tell us CJ off the field.
Oh, man. CJ off the field, laid back dude, man. Always trying to inspire everybody to do better in life. From South Jersey, you already said that. But yeah, just growing up in Jersey, man, you just gotta learn how to have your own motion, pretty much have your own stuff going for yourself. There's a lot of support back home, man, so I can't be mad at that. A lot of support. But yeah, me in general, I'm just a laid back dude, bro, who just love putting smiles on people's faces, love doing the right thing, love helping others, man. I like to put people before myself, which is kind of crazy to say, but that's just who I am. I just love putting smiles on other people's faces, man.
That's great, man. Love to hear stuff like that. So throughout your life, you've been on a big journey throughout your life. Who would you say has been your biggest inspiration throughout it all?
My parents, man. They sacrificed so much for me, bro. Like from Pop Warner all the way up to now, man. It hasn't been a day where I had to think dang, how I'm gonna do this, or like how I'm gonna get through this. All I knew is if I call my parents, I'll be good. So especially my dad, my mom, my brothers too, man. Everybody just been there for me, man, supporting me and keeping me motivated.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to fam always.
Facts.
All right, so in college, you had a total of 166 total tackles, along with many other great stats, and was invited to the Podium All-Star Bowl, the Dream Bowl, and now you're a professional athlete, man. Did you always want to play football in college, and what sparked that for you?
Yeah, so growing up, everybody knew me as Hit Stick. That was my name. So I knew once I got to high school, or once I got to Pop Warner League, I knew I had to keep that name going and keep everything going. So when I played in high school, I was always the hardest hitting person on the team. So every team that played against me, they would scout me. All right, this kid hit hard, so watch out. This kid does this, so watch out. So I just knew that I was destined to play at a higher level. I had I started off at Division III offers, Division II offers. Then I finally got the Division I offer. So I was just dang, I could really go far with this. So I was just oh yeah, let me take this. I might as well keep it going. And my dad always stuck on me, make sure you do everything you need to do, get your grades right, make sure everything is good, so when you get to college, you'll be good. So that's how it really went.
That's great, man. Seemed like you had some good support in your ear, keeping your head on straight.
Facts.
So you started out at NAU, then transferred to Upper Iowa, and then you came to SBU where you ended up graduating. What would you say the competition difference is from D1 to D2?
Honestly, bro, there's really no competition difference. The same guys I play with at D2, I feel could all play at D1. It's just a matter of how much influence you got or your connections, honestly. Knowing the right people, knowing the right contacts to get in touch with people. That's the only thing that really separates D1 to D2 is the exposure you got. When I played at D1 at NAU, I was there for 4 years. And, the journey was amazing. You definitely meet some of the top guys some of the guys I played with are now playing in the NFL or the CFL. But then at the D2 level, it's dang, the competition is still the same. There's a lot of dogs in D2 that a lot of people sleep on. So definitely when I went down to D2, I'm oh yeah, let me keep the same intensity going that I had from D1, because if I go in here thinking oh, this is a lower division, these guys ain't nothing, then I'm gonna get exposed. But going to D2, man, it definitely taught me a lot about guys battling that more adversity because at D2 you don't get all the resources like D1. So I definitely learned a lot more, I would say, from D2 than when I was playing at D1 for sure.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sharing it with us. That's the whole point of us making this platform, and just to show that there is no difference between D2 and D1. SBU, your cousin, Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco, he came to a game, and tell us what that means to you and how did it inspire you.
Oh man, that was so much love. Growing up, we always played against each other growing up. So it was always competition on the field. So it was always I'll go to his game, he'll come to my game. We both support each other like the same amount. So when he came to the game, it was just like, yo, like he surprised me, like, yo, my cousin coming to the game, man. Like it felt good that he was coming, and I knew that once he got there, all I had to do was just perform. Just don't worry about the outside stuff. Just worry about this and just perform at a high level. So yeah, it was definitely amazing seeing him there. I appreciate him showing and popping up there.
So we know you a nice hard hitting safety. You got a lot of skills to yourself to your bag. But what player would you compare yourself to? Like who do you think you play like the most?
If I had to pick somebody, I'd say Carl Joseph back when he was at West Virginia. You go look at his tape. He's the same size as me, same weight, everything. Downhill, really boomstick. That's who I really modeled my game after growing up. I had an older cousin, Christian Brown. He played on West Virginia with Carl, and it was just like watching the games. I was like, all right, I could do that. Like I know I could do that. So if I had to really model myself at somebody, it would be him. And if I had to go for my coverage, who would I go with? I'd probably go with CJ Gardner Johnson for real.
What's up?
Uh,
So, as you reflect on your college career, what sticks out, and like, what's the moment you the most grateful for?
I'm just most grateful for honestly my parents showing up, man. All my like they literally put up to every game. I think they probably missed like two games out of my whole college career. But even when I had away games, they were fine. And I had games that was across the country, they were fine. So if I had to pick something I'm most grateful for, it would be that. Obviously winning with my teammates, even the losses, I learned a lot of stuff. It taught me a lot how to be humble, how to carry myself. I learned a lot, man. So great.
So now we're gonna move on from college. You now have the title professional football player. How does that feel? And did you always see yourself heading in that direction?
Oh man, that title is amazing. Like just to finally say that I made it professional level, be able to call myself a professional athlete. And I carry myself as a professional athlete when I was in college too. But it was just more of like now, like it's real. Like the professional athlete, it's time to start carrying yourself to a whole different level. It's trying to be around the right crowds. Can't be around the right crowds because you never know who's watching. Um, but yeah, man, it's just motivation to keep going up after keep going. I mean, it took me a lot to get where I'm at now. So,
Yeah, and for all the viewers, keep that in mind what he said. Make sure you're hanging around the right crowds, people that are trying to help you grow in life, and help you get better. You don't want to, because everyone has a future, and you don't want to ruin any of your chances by being with the wrong crowds and things like that. So just watch who you hang out with.
uh,
Big congrats to you, CJ. And just recently, you just signed a contract to play for the Quad City Steamwheelers. And what are you looking forward to the most?
man, I'm just looking forward to get out there, bro, and do what I do best, the highest level. Get to work with the guys. I've already talked to some guys on the team are there. I know the guys are cool. It's gonna be an easy bond. Um, yeah, I'm just getting out there and perform, man. Do what I got to do to get to the higher up level. Coaches have great connections to the next level.
For sure. So, what a lot of people might not know is that before you sign your pro contract, you actually played some ball in Romania. Can you just reflect on your time there, what it was like, and the differences between football there and football here? I saw they had you returning kicks and everything.
Yeah, I was doing a little bit of everything, bro. But hey, being out in Romania, man, it was love. Like everywhere you go, people treat you like family, bro. And literally, like I could walk down the street. How you doing? Like they looking at me like, oh wow, like I've never seen this guy before, like ever. Like, what's he doing in Romania? Then they find out I play American football, like a higher up celebrity. So I mean, playing there, it was love, bro. teammates, coaches, everybody was great. It was more the experience. The reason why I wanted to go to Romania, get the full experience of playing overseas and learning how to promote the game to people that don't really play this. They're used to American soccer, but in their words, it's called football. It was just more just learning the game and teaching guys the game. It was great just being there just to see younger guys experience of football at a high level and being able to play it. They don't have American football. But yeah, man, I loved it. I would love to go back for real.
Yeah, that's cool because a lot of people don't. When you think of overseas sports, most people think of like basketball, things like that. So it just shows you how many outlets there are for football. It's not just the NFL right now. There's so many different accesses and platforms for football right now in the world.
Exactly. Crazy part is one of the players on the Cowboys, I forget his name, Turpin. He played overseas in not the same league I was in, but he played overseas too. And then he came back to the arena football. And now look at
Yeah,
Cowboys.
exactly.
So it's just a matter of getting around the right guys and building that chemistry and pretty much just getting that experience that you need.
So you created a brand called Actum. Tell us more about why you created that brand and tell us what it stands for.
And so I created the brand Active just to promote mental health. Honestly, just my story, college, growing up, life in general. I've always dealt with depression, anxiety, stuff. Uh, I really felt it hard when I was in college. Freshman year, it was a matter of balance college and normal life going to high school. I mean, that was so hard. I mean, I had the support, but like it was nothing like having support from my mom and dad when it was like close, all like over top of me, make sure I was good at home. Now I'm in college. Uh, but yeah, I was battling a lot of adversity in college football. Just trying to live the normal life as a college student, but also trying to get the right grades so I could play on the field. So yeah, so I made a brand called Ask for Always Know That You Matter. I'm just blessed that I had my parents fly anywhere I needed to fly if I was battling through something I couldn't, that I didn't see myself getting. Yeah, that's the reason why I made the brand. And you know you matter, bro.
Yeah, that's a great message, bro. Because mental health is very important. Not a lot of people talk about it. So
Right.
it's good that you made that.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all check it out. That's AKTUM. Yeah, that's
So we're nearing the end of our podcast, and we wanted to know if you had any send off advice for D2 athletes who are just wanting to become professional athletes.
Man, honestly, like I said in the beginning, be around the right crowd, man. Build the connections now. Literally being on the D2 athlete, try to get yourself out there over Division athletes. You have to be around the right crowd and you have to have the right connections. That's what I did, man. I had the right connections, had the right crowd I was around out there, overseas teams. Like, so it's just a matter of just promoting yourself and having a great mindset and having a great character. Continue to do what you're doing. Work hard, do everything that you're supposed to do when you're in. You'll be good. Guy is not the limit. That's what I believe. That's what we hire. So continue to grow the game and got this.
yeah, CJ, them all the questions that we had. We appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, definitely appreciate your time.
Yeah, definitely
Man, I appreciate y'all boys, man.
And we
Just love
wish you the best in your future endeavors, and you go ball over there for the Steam Withers. And this is the J2D2 podcast. I'm your host Jeremiah.
And I'm also Jeremiah.
Thank you for tuning in.